title suggests. Earlier I was just kind of playing the game, just trying to get warmed up, because I didn't think I was going to be streaming tonight, but apparently I am. So earlier, something very interesting and random happened, and I was very happy about it. It kind of just took me by surprise because it was hard to see and I couldn't really tell. So earlier I dropped this, and if you don't already know, I have the God pots pulled up right here. It says 32025 is God pot, so the best pot you can get, in other words. And I got a 317 or 318 if you round up. You can see the 3178 right there. So especially if you round that up, you could. It's a near God piece. It's way better than this piece. Still grinding for mage robes though. Will gladly take something like that over something like that. Definitely need a weapon here. It's kind of the goal here. It's just what we're going for. But I'll figure it out, right? Saw some trash I just earned in that last game. I could sell this, but I don't think I will. Aw, did I sell my... Oh, I didn't mean to sell that chest piece. I'm gonna keep a guardian set, because at this point I need a guardian set. I sold my blue piece earlier, and I kind of regret it. I probably shouldn't have done that, but I did. Not very proud of it, but I did. I don't need kunai knives, and I really don't need yokai transformation, so I'll be alright. So I was grinding in hardcore runs with some people, just some random people. I mean, we were just going crazy. This level 228, I believe it is. Absolutely carried us. I mean, this guy was insane at the game. He obviously has thousands and thousands of hours in the game. Not really, he probably has a couple hundred or so, especially being level 228, but I'm just like, it's a good accomplishment for the guy, but I mean, wow, dude. I mean, that's just insane, the knowledge he had of the enemies. He pretty much went like the entire round without taking a tick. And he literally carried us from this point right here that I'm at right now, so the second wave of enemies, all the way through 4th boss and 1. I mean, it was wild. But yeah, so now we got the big damage buff, which is good news. I'm very happy about that. We got a slight HP buff, about, what is that, 100 million or so? Yeah, it's like 100 million HP buff. Pretty decent, pretty decent. Doesn't make much of a difference here, but looks better in numbers, right? And so I was just looking for like, oh, I meant to use my dragon right there. It's okay. I saw him do this strategy earlier, and I wanted to try it out. You basically get up on this wall, and then you get up here, and you can like be right here and just attack him like this, and he can't hit you. It's insane. So I guess we'll just see. I kind of delayed this because I meant to use my dragon, which would have, wait, what? If you use the void dragon, which I displayed on the stream like a day or two ago, okay, let me just real quickly. Can I not? Oh, I can't break those, okay. Can you pull me in? It can't pull me in. It's rooting, so somehow they can hit me, but I can't hit them, which is very annoying. So I guess that strategy really just works in like raids. Yes, I would love it if you could pull me up here and make me run faster. Wait, what? It didn't... I've been killing the dragon a lot faster now. Oh yeah, and in case you were wondering about the cosmetic, I dropped the cosmetic at the end of the dungeon, not the cosmetic in the start. So it's the Oni Spear one, so it looks like this. It's not the one from the boss key, it's a different one. Very happy with that damage turnout. I mean, finishing that low of HP feels so good. That did not though. What's good, bro? Welcome back. We back at it. Like I was saying earlier, we got some new pieces, got a new cosmetic. It's awesome. This is a near god piece. The god pieces are 3-2. That is, if you round it up, it's 3-2, but it's 3-1-8 if you round. Either that or it's 3-1-7-8-2 too. Whatever. It's a really good piece. It's a purple. So, you know, I feel very lucky to have that, very privileged, along with that cosmetic. It's very nice. Very nice to have. Buff the damage a little bit. I'm just looking for a weapon and a chest piece, because right now my current armor is pretty bad. I mean, it's not horrible though. It's not what the Oni kids are wearing. I just need to grind it out and I can absolutely get a better piece. So apparently this is kind of how you're supposed to beat the dungeon. But, you know. Like apparently this is the hardcore strategy. I feel like I should play hardcore, but for now I'm not. Until I get like warmed up or something. I saw this other strategy up here. I really like it. It works very well and it's pretty quick. It's not like the other one where you run up the wall and stuff. You would just kind of stand up here and they can't get to you. It's very overpowered. You're 116? Ghastly Harbor. Nice! Hey, solo wings? Yeah, so check this out right now. So what I'm doing right now with the solos, this is such a good skill to have, because if you can solo the dungeon and not be reliant on other people, that means you can easily get out of it. Not easily, I just mean you can get out of it, which is such a comforting feeling. Like, it feels so good, but, you know. I used to just, like, kind of have other people, like, take me through dungeons and stuff, and then I realized, like, I mean, I would still, like, try and solo it and stuff, but I'm really thankful that I used to do that kind of thing, because then it wasn't a difficult switch at all to only like really having solos or sometimes even like raids where I'm not getting helped. I'm just like people that are the same skill as me. Nobody's just going around carrying. So it's like a completely different feel, but in a way it's the same. Wow, he didn't die. Yeah, I don't know if you're down, right? But yeah, I mean, you're leveling up quick. I'm telling you, once you get to like a new dungeon and stuff, you just start, the XP yield is so much higher. It's so nice. I love that feeling. Wait, as long as you don't run in there, I think you're actually fine. That's kind of an interesting thing. I think I need to actually look into that. I actually got the Return to Cinder title earlier. If I didn't already have it, I would have gotten it, but because I killed the boss with that little fireball that he just tried to kill me with, I hit him with that as the last hit to kill him with it, which is how you get Return to Cinder. And so I would have had that cosmetic title, but I'm using it right now, so obviously I already had it. Alright, there we go. Just need better gear. That's all I'm doing right now, right? You just go through it. And you're just kind of hoping to get something better than what you currently have. You don't care if it's a purple, you don't care if it's whatever, it's just gotta be green, right? It's gotta be better than what you had before. That's kind of all okay, anyway. That's kind of all that it turns into later on, right? You go from, just like wanting to beat the dungeon to actually caring about your drops. I was like, I don't really care that much, I'll get out of the dungeon soon enough, but with these, you never really know when the next update's gonna drop, so you never actually, I was lucky. But you never actually, like, fully get it. And you're just hoping to get better sets to make it all easier. Because, you know, at least you can look up somebody, right? Like, oh, you can get somebody to carry you, right? Wow, that was kind of pathetic. They should be wraps, though. I just don't feel like tryharding. Nice. Alright, well. That's kind of trash gear. I've been going to the 100 plus lobby more and more, just cause I've been fighting a lot more hardcore raids here. Like if I look through Yokai Peak, non-hardcore, okay, that's insane. Gastic Harbor, Nightmare Hardcore. Yeah, I would probably get it to where you can solo on hardcore, just become really crazy at like dodging the enemies. You know, it like can really only benefit you. You don't really lose anything except a little bit of time for learning the enemy's attacks. So that one boss is like pure RNG though. I hate that like serpent boss guy. He's so annoying. Okay, so you can almost solo Nightmare Hardcore. So wait, which part are you dying on? I might have tips. I'd have to go replay the dungeon, but I might have tips. Actually, I could just show you like a walkthrough going through it. Like dodging the enemies for a minute, like simulating like attacking them or something, because obviously I can't actually do it without just destroying them because I don't have bad gear. But I remember the serpent boss always got me troubled, but you know, your goal should be hardcore. Your current should not be hardcore. Until you get to like the dungeons where like you have to like do hardcore or something, like it's the best dungeon or something. You really shouldn't have to worry about hardcore, non-hardcore, because it's like the loot yield and whatnot. But whatever, right? You know. But at your level right now, I probably would not be worrying about trying to solo with hardcore and stuff. I mean, I always was, but I kind of just lost a bunch of time doing it. You gain XP, you just gain it kind of slowly, and you don't actually gain anything from it because you don't gain the rewards, but it felt worth it in my mind because back then I did not have any game passes. I did not have any game passes until like a couple weeks ago. Or not a couple weeks ago, in the Halloween event when they released it about the essentials, and then I just kind of went along with my life, right? So if you don't have game passes, don't sweat it. You're perfectly fine. I think I got to level 205 or something like that without game passes. Oh, I could have dodged that. I'm so bad. You're supposed to go downward on the stairs like that and dodge it like that. I did not do that. Oh, he's so low. Yeah, if it was not apparent, I did not do that. You can actually stay on the stairs for that part too. You don't actually have to be up here. Oh, nice. Wow, he will just not die. Nice. Second boss. Yeah, okay, that one used to get me too. That one was, okay, so that one has a lot of RNG or luck based in it, which is a very difficult thing to fight. So, I'd be careful on that, because I remember that boss. I think that boss always used to murder me too. And it would take a very long time. I just had to master his dodging, and it was like the only thing you can really do is use Smite, the speed spell, and keep it moving. That's really the only way. I noticed there are some spots on the map that are safer than others, though. Like some spots that aren't covered by as many like laser-looking things. I believe the safest spots are actually right up next to the boss, even though he spawns a circle around him eventually, if I remember correctly. And so, even though he does that, you can run away from that. You can't really, you just have to anticipate all the attacks. I don't remember what they are, though, straight off the top of my head. Because it's, you know, it's probably been a minute since I last played Ghastly Harbor. Not a good move. But yeah, no, Serpent is, I think that is the easiest boss. You kind of, I'm trying to remember the dodging pattern for him right now, like off the top of my head, and I think he just has like 3 tentacles in these directions, and you just have to not go those directions and you're good, pretty much. But I remember using Smite on him, it felt so good. I remember there was this one enemy that would always kill me because he did so much damage. It was like Cannoneer guy near the start. Or he wouldn't always kill me, but like I would accidentally walk into the thing after he died and die to that and my hardcore runs really, really quickly. That was a problem for a while and it was a bad habit to get out of. But when I did, I was super thankful that I did. But yeah, because you would walk through after you already killed him, but the flame thing is still on the ground, and so you're still dying from it. It was super not fun. Should I skip it? Yeah, eventually you'll just figure out the dodging pattern for everything, and if you can't figure it out, watch other players who have already figured it out. Especially in like raids, a lot of people know. Most people in raids though will just kind of run through stuff. That's kind of how raids work most of the time. That's why people prefer them and why they're so they're so much easier than soloing and stuff. It's just because, but at the end of the day, being able to solo them is way better than not. So. Uh-oh. That sucks. Yeah, so I'll run Ghastly Harbor directly after this, and I'll go see. If I can remember what I need to do. I always like to use the dragon first. Just because it's very quick DPS. I'll try and save this fireball until the end and just get the title again. It actually provides me no advantage to do that. Here, you know, I might just hit him with it. There we go. Ugh, the lasers despawned right in front of my face. I'll just hit him with this at the end, which is apparently very near. I just have to hit him a lot and then hit him with it at the very last moment. So I just have to hit him with a lot, okay, and then stop, and then go by and hit him with it. Drag it into him. There we go. Okay, I killed him with it. That's all you gotta do to get returned to Cinder. But yeah, I was actually debating on streaming earlier. Right? It was about the time. What? That did not make any sense on that death. It was about the time when I was going to make It was about the time when I got the purple and the cosmetic in the same run. And so I was like, that would be a very nice moment to catch on stream. But I didn't. It's not the end of the world. Let's go. Trash. Wait, how much gold is that? Is that 1 billion or something? 17 billion, something like that. Okay. Alright, we'll go see about the serpent. We'll see about that. Where? Ghastly Harbor, Nightmare Hardcore. I'm gonna switch to low range spells. These are from, I think, the level directly after it, because I think right after. Yeah, Steampunk Sewers is right after. Yeah, good luck in Steampunk. Steampunk is a very hard one to solo. Literally just because of the amount of time you get in the level. It takes so long to kill all the enemies at first, until you get a good set. It takes a very long time. I don't know why it's like that. I'm just going to assume you probably already know how to dodge these enemies. They're kind of simple. You just kind of like run that way and then just keep running and you're pretty much just good. But yeah. So that's that part. And then these guys on the bridge, pretty sure you can just run straight. Oh, you cannot run straight through them. I don't remember how I used to dodge. Oh wait, I used to just run backwards, I'm pretty sure, and just attack them like this. This is the easiest way to kill them. Yeah, that's the easiest way to kill them. Just to run like that. Wow, if I can get a better set, my pulse waves will do 1Q. Okay, and this batch of enemies, if you don't already know, you can kind of just run around them until you kill them. Those guys just fall and lay there for a little while, so you're perfectly fine. They do a ton of damage if they land on you. Also, that can hit, those bullets can hit you while you're still on the stairs. Okay, so like this one, that gets you. Do not stand still, obviously. But yeah, I think you actually have to take a tick through it. No, you actually don't. Because you can't, okay, so you can't exactly run backwards on this one. I mean, you can now, but eventually you probably have this all figured out where you can just kill them. Bunch of guys down there. But I mean, running through this dungeon again, this really does remind me of my old play. Okay, so these are actually, this is like the hardest point in the level. Yeah, this right here is the hardest point in the entire level. Just because you kind of have to like, you kind of have to take ticks here. You can run back as far as you want, but eventually you'll have to run back for those cannoneers. So I can kill these guys and these guys. Then I eventually do have to run, like you can see like how much damage that does. If you don't have like a good set or something, you cannot take that damage at all. So you said Serpent's easy. Yeah, I just gotta remember what Kraken actually does. So yeah, he just throws these sharks everywhere. And you just kinda dodge. And attack. Wait, what? That did not hit me at all. I had a weird lag spike. I'm pretty sure what I used to do is just sit over here on this side. You could just kind of attack them the entire time. I'm trying to remember how you dodge these tentacles. There's a way to. Oh yeah, you just move. You could genuinely just keep moving and you'll dodge them. Yeah. But eventually once you do that, you can kill them. So these guys over here, same strategy as before. Run up, aggro them. get them to chase you. See, that's the tick I used to take all the time. It's a very hard one to avoid. I think the only, actually, let me see if I can avoid it. I'm pretty sure the only actual legit way to avoid it is to go like that and get them to chase you like this, and then just do this. That's really the only way you can avoid that tick. But I just showed it was obviously possible. We finally fixed that. Okay, so they go around. You can just run around these guys like this. That's not even close to hitting me. Pretty sure you just run backwards and you got these guys. Eventually you'll kill them. Okay, so this guy, I'm pretty sure what you could actually do is there's like spots like up here. Okay, so like, yeah, what I would do is you'd find a spot like this. You would just find one. And then you would, oh yeah, okay, so you find a spot and then you just move away from it. Whoops. You probably have a speed spell, but you like find this spot and then you like move out of the way. And then you like find another spot and then you like move out of the way. That's like how you do it. You just gotta like, and then you gotta take this, oops. You gotta grab this little cannon thing. If you don't already know this, you gotta grab this, avoid all of these. It's kind of RNG, so you stick to the walls. Do this. That knocks them back off the ship. But this part next to the cannon I've noticed is usually big for some reason, or like back here. It's usually decently nice. This feels easier, like they nerfed the boss or something. Like you can usually just hang around the cannon and you'll probably do alright. Oops, I messed that one up. Yeah, like this is a huge section right here. I can kind of just hide out right here and run around and keep hitting him from right here. So he's back on that ship, so I gotta run this way. And wait for that to go by. That was not even in that, but whatever. Oh my god, they fire so late. Knock them back off. And eventually, after running around enough, you just gotta make sure that you keep running. Like, so you like whatever direction you're going, stick to it, or just flop directions after a couple seconds. Like you'll learn like when that starts spawning, and so you can start pre-running. And if you get trapped between two, you just have to wait it out. But eventually, you'll kill him. That's kind of just the whole strategy, is just to do that. And then you run over, you take these guys. I don't think there's actually any swordsmen on these guys, so of course you just run around like normal. Just run straight around them. Same deal with these guys. You just kind of run right to left. And then you want to, like, you want to run like, so right when they aim at you, you want to run to the left. So that's why you always, you never go straight down the middle usually. You usually try and stay on the sides. Like, you can always see I always approach at like an angle. A lot of newer players will try and approach dead on. Okay, so these guys are actually really hard to avoid because you have to turn super steadily if you don't want them to catch you. And somehow they're catching me just because my internet's that bad. But you can kind of see how they're not catching. But yeah, you can just turn around, do that backwards, and start attacking at the same time. There's a skip here, I was told, I'm pretty sure, is that there's some way to bypass this, but I don't know. You can usually just run around these guys. These guys are really easy. Eventually, you can, after enough running around, you can just kill them, and then run up this rock, and just hold your jump button, and you'll get up. It's easier than it looks. You'll figure it out after like 2 or 3 attempts. So this boss, I can't remember what the pattern is on him. I think he has a left-right pattern. I don't remember exactly which one it is. Yep. So you gotta move out of the way of where that red thing highlighted, but you have like 5 seconds to do so. So I keep smiting him, Oops, I somehow killed him from here. But yeah, eventually you just do that for long enough and you kill him, so. Yeah, hopefully that kind of broke it down. Oh, it's good, bro. Yeah, magic getting legs. Yeah. Oh yeah, you have 2 smites. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You're golden. You're set. 2 smites is actually legendary. Yeah, you got anything you don't want, I'd recommend selling it and stockpiling your gold. That's the greatest part about being in those younger dungeons. You need to stockpile your gold. Because I promise, everyone told me that, and I listened to an extent. I was still like, oh, I really want to upgrade this, or I really want to upgrade that. Whatever, but whatever you're at, like, I used to think that, and I was like, okay, but this is, like, still super important. This is still super good. Whatever dungeon you're at, whatever that weapon is, does not matter more than what you're about to experience. With the Northern Lands drought and the Enchanted Forest drought, you're really going to need it later on with the gold. So I would highly, highly recommend it, because I'm pretty sure you only get like, I think you get like 200 million or something from Northern Lands, and if you do Rodin, you get like 400 million, which is a high recommendation. Always do Rodin. Like, even if you're bad at him, like, even if you're bad at Rodin, you can still beat Rodin, if that makes sense. Like, Rodin is not nearly as complex as people make him out to be. And I know that because I, as a person who's dropped a couple ultimates, he's not nearly as hard as he's made out to be. But I remember the hype when I first made this level, because this was the highest level at the time. And so... these guys are really dodge right to left. And by this point, you should have an enhanced or an inner or something. You just... If I remember correctly, you just dodge right to left. And there's actually another way. You run, like, around them, kind of. This is another method, and you just... It's, like, Northern Lands dodging was super, super cheap. Wow, that took a decent amount of HP. I'm actually going to heal after that, because I'm actually going to take a lot of ticks here. So there's a strategy called bringing him back here, so you can actually hit him a bunch of times. So I'll display that really quick. So you have usually your tank or your healer run in and then run back. You gotta dodge that. This is a safe rock right here, so you can stand right here and nothing can hit you. This revitalized spell is from 175 Enchanted Forest. Enchanted Forest has some of the most awkward dodging ever. You'll never experience a level like that again. It's so weird. Yeah, so he does this really weird attack. He's honestly kind of easy to dodge. It's just like how many of these little red spiral things come flying your direction at once. That's really the determining factor. That's a really harsh hit to take right there. I'm gonna kill him really quick so I don't die. Like, you can see he has like these saw blades, and it's so much to deal with, so you just run back outside of the arena and he will follow you. I'm actually about to lose. Yeah, this is like some of the hardest dodging right here, is dodging these guys right to left and stuff. But this is where this level in particular really displays why enhanced inner focus and inner focus are so needed. So I couldn't really display it for you there, but you'll probably get it later on. So this guy, you can kind of just run straight in, or run to the right at the same time, or the left. There are these beams that go across, you have to run past that. Almost impossible to dodge. Okay, and then these orbs, you can either stack them. These are nukes. This is your first experience with nukes. You have to drag them to their corresponding color. Dodge these. And so these nukes, they do a metric ton of damage. Like, genuinely, they do a lot of damage. And so it's in your best interest to avoid hitting you or your teammates with them, because it will literally hurt the entire squad. Like, even if you don't hit them at all, like, or you're not really near them, it can still easily hit them. It's a big exploding orb. Okay, so these guys, with the geyser spell and the warrior spell, you're actually able to go through like this, and you can use it right in the middle, and there's a perfect spot where you can hit all of them, and then you just run through, and then you run like to the side, and you just keep dodging. You just dodge the same way as you dodge the first enemies. Kind of same thing with these guys, you just kind of run around them. We'll eventually kill him. So these guys, this is something that always happens in raid. You always drop down and go to the right. I don't remember why this is actually, that was lag, but I don't remember why this is a thing. But you always start with right first in this one. And so there's a strategy called drag or dragging where you do this. You try and get all of, what the lag spike was that? But you try and get all of the enemies to go after you and stuff like that. But it's a really weird strategy. Oh, what did I miss? You level 133. Okay, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird. I forget how much damage Northern Lands enemies actually do. I mean, it's just a couple dungeons away, and I still don't have HP. I'm still running Glass Cannon. Okay, that guy's got cosmetic. He's probably good. Okay, he's warrior. I think I'm gonna ask him if he has green mage robes, because if I can trade a mage cloak for mage robes, that would be very nice. Actually, I'm gonna ask this guy. Oh, he has inner rage. I can't do guardian armor. This guardian armor is not what I'm looking for. Alright, Amado, are you the person in stream currently? But if you are, I'm showing, yes, I'm showing strats and just kind of showing stuff off, like showing what's going on and just running runs and going for it. I want to see what that actually shows. Do I have that kind of time? I don't know if I do. I'd have to just end stream. Oh, that is you? Okay, that. So apparently I'm gonna have another very short stream just because of life getting in the way. Just not very exciting. but it happens, right? Oh, I think Nas is taking us back. Welcome back. But so that scene doesn't actually show anything like that. Oh wait, it does. Control Z. Dang it. That's fine. Yeah, I got Discord too. I'll put my Discord in chat. Oops. Yeah. There you go. That's my Discord. That works. Cause I got something I gotta handle, and then yeah. But I don't know. Thank you both so much for tuning in. I guess it was fun while it lasted.